What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be getting into episode 21 of my season predictions video, and this is going to be a good one for me, especially because I am a Seattle Seahawks fan. We will be getting into it. We, so far in this series, have done the entire AFC conference plus the NFC North. We are now getting into the NFC West division. Here starting out with Seattle. So let's get into it. With the first game of the Seahawks season, we have the Seahawks versus the Rams. Week 1 game. I think that the home opener for Seattle goes well, and we start out with a win. Next, a tough game against Detroit, who's going to be needing a win after a tough loss to the Chiefs. I think that the Lions get that one against Seattle. Moving on, we have the Seahawks versus the Carolina Panthers. I don't think Bryce Young will have quite enough to get the upset win. I think at home the Seahawks should get the job done. And then we have the next game against the New York Giants, another tough game. The Giants are coming off that mini bye on the Monday Night Football game. I could see us coming off with the win, but I'm actually going to go with the Giants being at home on Monday Night Football to pull off the win. So Seattle finds themselves at 2-2, a very early bye week. It's unfortunate that we had this early of a bye week, but it's a well-needed one because we have a very tough game against the Cincinnati Bengals right after this bye. And I'm actually going to go with an upset here. I think Pete Carroll's going to get this team ready. The Cincinnati Bengals team, their defense is going to be, their secondary, I think especially, is going to be a little bit rough against Jackson Njigba, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett. Those weapons for Seattle is going to be really nice, I think. And I think it's going to be a tough time for that Bengals defense. So the Seahawks, I think, pull off a big win against Cincinnati in Week 6. Then they got a game against the Arizona Cardinals. That one should be an easy one. The Cardinals don't really stand a chance in my eyes. We move on to the Browns game. I'm giving this one to the Seahawks as well. The Cleveland Browns are expecting to have a much better year this season, but being at home, for the Seahawks, I think they'll get the win. We move on to the Ravens. I'm going to give this one also to the Seahawks to advance on to, or to drop to, or sorry, I'm going to give this one to Baltimore, and the Seahawks drop to 5-3. That's just a very tough game traveling all the way down to Baltimore in a very good Ravens team. I don't think it's going to end up with a win for us. Moving on, we have the Washington Commanders. We're back at home after one road game there. I think that's an easy win. We have the Rams, who, even though they're coming off a bye week here, the Seahawks, I think, are just the better team over the Rams in general. They'll be able to win that one and move on. We have a Thanksgiving game against the San Francisco 49ers here. Really nice game here. But I'm going to give this one to the Seahawks again. I think we're going to get the 49ers this season. We're going to get at least one against them. So we move on to 8-3. Also, this is where the schedule really gets tough for the Seahawks once you start out with this Niners game here. Moving on, we have the Cowboys. A back-to-back Thursday night game. I've seen people complaining about it, but I don't mind it because the Cowboys also have this Thursday night game. So it does. Both these teams are worn out. So I'm not really complaining all too much about that, but back-to-back Thursday games, especially because the Cowboys have one. But the Cowboys here, I think on the road, that's just going to be too tough of a game. The Seahawks fall to 8-4. They got a really tough game here against the San Francisco 49ers. And on the road, I just don't see a sweep in San Francisco. That would be too perfect of a world, I think, for me. I don't see it happening. We drop to 8-5. Moving on, another very tough game. With all these losses, man, the Eagles, I think, are going to get us. I mean, those are three very good teams, Super Bowl contenders, back to back to back there. I think we're going to lose that one, even being at home. But we're going to finish off the year here against the Tennessee Titans, this is not a walk in the park either. This could be a loss, but I'm going to give it to us on the road. I think we can sneak out a win against the Titans. We get a well-needed home game here. I think we can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers to advance on to 10-6. Then the final game of the year, who knows if Kyler Murray and the Cardinals are going to even be playing here. I think they'll probably be tanking, so it doesn't even matter. I think the Seahawks can easily beat the Cardinals there. So they finish off with a record here of 11-6 on the season. which is pretty darn solid considering last year they finished 9-8. So that's a two season improvement. And I think for me being not as biased as possible, I think that this is a good record for them. Finishing 7-1 at home and 4-5 on the road. That home field advantage in Lumen Field, I think, is going to help them out quite a bit. Will it be enough, though, to beat out the San Francisco 49ers or potentially the Rams if you want to throw them in the mix? As you can see from this video, I'm not too high on the Rams, but we'll see if that can change with the Rams video. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video today. Hope you all enjoyed the content. Comment down below your prediction.